Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned into Neek at Night. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Mr. Marques Houston. Now, back in the day, he had bangers. Okay, he got, what is it? Sex with you is like, is that Marques Houston? Anyways, he had, come here, baby, let me get naked. I mean, he had the hits back in the day. Then Raz B came out and said he had funny business going on. And then we seen that he actually really had funny business going on with this little girl, practically compared to him, that he decided to marry. Now, it was a few years back that he married this girl, and it kind of broke the internet. A lot of people went down a rabbit hole because it turns out that he knew her when she was underage, and then he married her right when she turned 19, and he's claiming that he didn't talk to her until, she was of age and all this stuff. And people started to look into her. They found out that she was kind of this missing person. And it just was a big old spiel. People thought she was trafficked. It was just a lot going on with Mr. Marques Houston and this child bride. I mean, she's not literally a child. She's of age. But compared to him, I'm like, shoot, I look at people at my age that's 18 as children. Okay, they not legally children, they of age, but to me they children. Y'all get my drift. Anyways, so he decided to recently do an interview with TV1, and in this interview he decided to remind us that he a little creepy creep. And I'm like, Marques, why you coming and reminding us that you a little creepy creep when we damn near forgot about all of this hoopala with you, Chris Stokes, Raz B, and all of the rabbit hole BS y'all had going on? Well, he decided to do an interview with TV1, and in this interview, he tried to justify his relationship with this young girl. And in his justification of dating this young girl, he's saying that, everything is all hunky-dory because, I knew her at 17, but we didn't talk until she was of age. And then we got married right when she freshly was 19 years old. So, we just hit it off at when she turned of age, of course. And then, we got married. And it's like, boy, why you want to remind us that you're a creep? Why? We almost forgot. Why you want to do that? But anyways, if y'all missed the episode of TV1 where he's talking about this, I mean, I missed it too. But we got the snippets all across the blogs. And most importantly, you got it on my Neek at Night Instagram page. Yes, I keep up with all the latest and greatest over on my Instagram. So if you're not there, where have you been? If you can't go to neekatnight.com, or if you can't go to Neek at Night Instagram, then where can you go? Okay, I'm just playing. But let me post it up for you guys, and let's look at this mess, because I'm like, dude, we almost forgot you're a creep and you're reminding us. Why? Why do you want us to know that you're a creepy creep? I mean, okay, we get it, but let's all get in tune.
Backlash for marrying someone that was 19.
All right, so he said, I got backlash for marrying someone that was 19.
Told me, don't nobody care about you. Hey, you ain't famous no more. I didn't even know who you were. And I just remember being like, love you. She saw.
Child, y'all hear that? Let me bring it back, honey child. Let's listen again.
When I was 19, she told me, don't nobody care about you. Hey, you ain't famous no more. I didn't even know who you were.
Okay, Marques. And he just gushed over the fact that this girl that was 17 when he met her didn't know who he was. Marques, you're 41 years old. The girl's 17. People my age know who you are. People her age were still in diapers. So of course she wouldn't know who you are. She was barely out the womb. Anyways, let's listen to some more, because I mean, he just thought that was the greatest, that she didn't know who he was, even though at the time that he came out, she was barely born. Why would she know?
I just remember being like, love you. She saw me for who I was. Somebody needs to.
Yeah, because she didn't know you as Marques Houston, the singer, because she was barely born.
Hear from me, not from other people, because y'all can't speak on me. You know, when I met my wife, she was 17. So, you know, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, you know, she was of age. And, you know, it's...
So he says, you know, we didn't really have no conversation or no connection until, you know, she got of age, of course.
People don't understand it. And I got a lot of course, I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone that was 19. And, you know, when we did finally start to talk, I was like, this woman is like me. And she was just like, when I would talk to her, she just, for one, we had a spiritual connection. And I feel like that's the most important thing. We both love God. We both love Jehovah. And that was key. And being able to start being around her and talking, I got a lot of backlash for marrying someone that was 19. She told me, don't nobody care about you. Hey, you ain't famous no more. I didn't even know who you were. And I just remember like being like, love you. She saw me for who I was. Somebody needs to hear from me, not from other people, because y'all can't speak on me.
Boy, you know, made it no
when I met my wife, she was 17.
All right.
So, you know,
sorry
we
about
had
that. I just realized that some of the screen was cut off, but he ain't really talking about, you ain't missed nothing. You know what his headbutt look like. Okay. And I'm not recording this video over. This is my first video back. I had a mishap on the screen size, but we just gonna get on into it because I'm not redoing it again, period. So anyways, as you see that, he's claiming that, you know, oh, you know, we hit it off, even though I knew her when she was 17. We didn't talk then, but we hit it off as when she was of age. Then we clicked and we just, you know, I gushed over the fact that she didn't know who I was. And, you know, I just loved her. Okay. So a lot of people started listening to this, and then it just resurfaced all of the old videos where a lot of people went down the rabbit hole and were, you know, doing these deep dives on the situation. And a lot of people felt like he was a okay. They felt like he was a rape. Okay. They felt like she was groomed, and they felt like it was not a cool situation. Now, over on my Instagram, there was several comments that I shared from Twitter, and then there was also several comments that people left themselves under the video. So let me show y'all some of the comments that people left over on Twitter. And if you want to see the comments that they left on my Instagram, then go to neek@night_ and you can see them. Okay. All right. So let's read some of these right now. So this person right here says, Marques Houston just peed me off. And said he met the girl when she was 17, but they ain't talk or nothing until she was of age. I'm guessing that mean 18 then. Married the girl at 19. Ends sick. I know he was dealing with that girl way before 18. Okay. So another person says, I used to love me some Marques Houston, child. Crazy a ped. Or pred. Okay. Hate that for him. All right. So another person says, and I don't care what Marques Houston talking about. LOL, he weird for talking to a 17-year-old in the first place. Go home, Roger. Okay, so they was getting up in his behind over on Twitter and in my comments. So another person stated and said, Marques Houston is a weirdo and he should have left that girl alone. Okay, somebody says, I want Marques Houston thrown under the jail. Marques Houston is giving me the ick. Okay, and there was several more comments from where that came from. Now, in addition to the people who felt like, oh my God, this is creepy creep that you dealt with this girl. She was young. You're 41. When you got with her, you were 36 or whatever. And she was just, you know, barely getting her feet wet. You know, a lot of people felt like it was a creepy creep. But then there were several people who also defended him and felt like, well, the age of consent in most states is 16 and 17. So they felt like, what's the problem? I've even had had people in my comments bring up the fact of how girls in high school would get picked up by grown men and nobody would bat an eyelash. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think that, you know, they had this spiritual bond? A lot of people called that out too, saying, you know, anytime people doing some weirdo stuff, they always want to bring in spirituality and all this kind of stuff. Do you guys believe that this was some deep spiritual connection that they just suddenly ignited once she became of age? Do you think the dynamic is grooming like some people think, or do you think that it is what it is? You know, Hugh Hefner had young biddies, you know, and he had a whole fortune behind it, and there's a lot of other men who go and target barely just turned 18 women, and people feel like it's okay. What do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comment section. And what's your dynamic with your boo? What's the age gap that you have in your relationship? Let's talk about it down below, and let me know what else y'all want me to talk about, child, because I'm back and I'm better, and we're gonna get these topics out of here. Okay, we are about to go. I'm about to flood y'all with stuff, and you probably gonna get tired of me. Y'all ain't had me on YouTube in a while, so you're probably gonna get tired of me, because I mean, if you can't go to Bella Noche's, then where can you go? That's the vibe that we're gonna create here. But I need y'all to help me be accountable in producing content, because, child, in my mind, I be like, yes, it's go time, and then we fall short sometimes. But, you know, it is what it is. But what ain't never changed is my website. I've been pumping out orders on my website. Thank you to those of you who still been ordering with me on my website. Y'all know I got the vroom, 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 and the boom, boom. This is a vibrator, an adult goodie that looks like a lipstick. You can throw this in your makeup bag and people would be none the wiser. Okay, and you could get you a vroom, 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 and a boom, boom without these knucklehead ninjas. Okay, get yourself to where you need to be on your own. I also have this beauty right here, which is a makeup brush by The Looks. But you take this part off right here and you got a vroom, 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 and a boom, boom. Also, okay, and you see it got multiple speeds. So, yes, you know, we got the concealed toys available on niqueatnight.com. www.niqueatnight.com, spelled just like my channel. Okay, I'll see you guys on Instagram, where you need to be following me, and I'll see you guys on my website, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right.